Hey, and welcome in. This is Lesson 0 of a 12-part journey into Linux, built for people who've never opened a terminal before. No background needed, no theory walls. Over these 12 lessons, we'll get you genuinely comfortable with files, processes, permissions, networking, and even writing your first real shell scripts. So pull up a chair, and let's start. So who exactly is this for? If you've ever opened a terminal, seen that blinking cursor, and just froze, you're in the right place. This series is built for total beginners, for career switchers heading into IT or DevOps, for Windows developers who suddenly need Linux for the cloud, and for self-taught folks who've been copy-pasting commands without really knowing why they work. We'll keep it hands-on, plain English, and by lesson 12, you'll have shipped something real. So before we touch a single command, let's zoom out and answer the obvious question: what even is Linux? Honestly, it's the quiet engine running most of the modern world. Nearly every major website you visit, every single one of the top 500 supercomputers, and about 85% of smartphones through Android all run on Linux. And the best part? It's completely free and open source, happy to run on a tiny Raspberry Pi or a 1,000-node cluster. Now here's the whole roadmap on a single page. We start gently, opening a terminal, moving around files, reading them, and understanding permissions. From there, we build up through processes, the magical pipe symbol, editing and installing software. The back half gets really fun. Networking, your first bash scripts, scheduling jobs, and finally a real project you'll actually ship. 12 standalone decks. Binge them or paste them. It's entirely up to you. And every single lesson follows the same rhythm, so you're never guessing what comes next. You'll see what you'll learn. Get one simple mental model, try a few commands right away, then dig into why they work, grab a cheat sheet, and finish with 3 small exercises. But here's the part I really want to stick. Type the commands yourself. Reading about Linux won't teach you Linux. The terminal is your lab. So what do you actually need to get started? Honestly, just a computer and about half an hour. You don't have to wipe Windows. You don't have to buy a thing. If you want Linux as your everyday system, go with Ubuntu or Linux Mint. They're the friendliest way in. And if you're on Windows and just want to dip a toe in without any drama, open PowerShell, run one command, and WSL gives you real Ubuntu right inside Windows. Pick whichever feels easier. Both work perfectly for this series. All right, your environment is ready. Let's actually type something. Open that terminal and try 4 tiny commands. WAMI tells you who you're logged in as. PWD shows where you are in the file tree. LS lists what's around you. And date gives you the system's current time. That's it. 4 words, and you're officially using Linux. No theory, no setup ceremony, just you and the shell saying hello. Now here's the real shortcut to understanding Linux. It's not memorizing 1,000 commands. It's getting comfortable with 5 ideas. Everything is a file, even your hardware. Small tools combine into big ones through the pipe symbol. Text is the common language everything speaks. The shell isn't just a prompt, it's a full programming language. And errors? They're not insults, they're directions. Hold on to these 5, and the rest of this series will start clicking into place. Now, one thing that trips people up early is hearing about Ubuntu, then Fedora, then Arch, and wondering which real Linux they should pick. Honestly, it barely matters at this stage. These 4 families cover almost everything you'll run into: beginner-friendly Ubuntu and Mint, enterprise-heavy Fedora and RL, the bleeding-edge Arch crowd, and the specialists like Alpine and NixOS. We'll use Ubuntu for this series, but the skills you build transfer almost everywhere. The main difference is just how you install software, and we'll get to that in Lesson 8. Before we go any further, let's clear the air on the 5 fears every beginner has on day 1. You won't delete the system. The dangerous stuff needs sudo, and we'll teach you when that's safe. You won't memorize every command. Nobody does. That's what man and TLDR are for. You will get stuck, and reading the error message is genuinely half the job. The terminal isn't ugly, it's precise. And nobody is born a Linux person. Everyone here learned by typing. So here's the promise. 12 lessons from now, you'll open any terminal without flinching, move through files, manage what's running, chain commands together, edit in Nano, install software, SSH into a remote box, and write scripts that quietly do your job for you. Our side of the deal, no filler, no assumed knowledge, only real examples. Your side, type along. Reading isn't learning. Your fingers have to do the work too. So that's it for the welcome. Now close this deck, open a terminal, yes, right now, and meet me in Lesson 1, where we'll actually type our first commands together. 12 lessons, 30 minutes each, 0 prior knowledge needed. The black screen stops being scary the moment you start talking to it. See you there.